then it went into Wabash County, and now Knox County. And Griffin, you said that expired at 7 coming up here?
So the one in Wabash County has been, it should be just expired. And then we still have the tornado warning for portions of Knox County, and that goes until 7 o'clock local time. Now, I do want to mention, we did get an update. I don't know if it has updated on our screen, or on our radar. But the National Weather Service did issue a tornado warning, another one for Gibson County, and that goes until 6:15. And this is a severe thunderstorm. You know, we're already under that severe thunderstorm warning for that area. It was located around near Patoka or near Princeton area, and it is looking like it is moving to the northeast or north at about 30 miles per hour. So just inside that severe weather or severe thunderstorm warning box, we've got another tornado warning for Gibson County, and that will go until 6:15. It is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado, just radar indicated. You need to get in your safe spot. I know it's getting to be on and off, on and off. We're seeing a lot of these cells. They do start to, lose some of that strength, and then it does pick back up. So that's why it's so important that you are staying weather aware, definitely staying in that safe place until this has cleared our area. But once again, another tornado warning in effect for Gibson County, and that is right there around Patoka, Princeton area, moving up into Knox County, where that other tornado warning is in effect.
Okay, so yeah, we just put a storm track on it for you. Thank you for that update. So it looks like 552, we got that covered up. 556 Francisco, 702. If we can, let's see, let's try to remove this so I could see it better. Let me go to the computer here. Let's see, so I can see that. Barton. All right, if you're in Barton, 552. So it's outlined in yellow as a severe thunderstorm warning, but as Griffin just said, it's a tornado warning now. So 552, Barton. 556, Francisco. Decker at 702. Vollmer at 706. Purcell at 712. Rumble at 718. Wriggleville at 722, and Vern at 728. So this is a tornado warning. So it hasn't updated yet. It's still yellow, indicating a severe thunderstorm warning, and we were just talking about that within the last 5 minutes. A tornado is possible to spin out of a severe thunderstorm warning, and that's exactly what the National Weather Service is seeing, the spinning in the clouds, radar indicated. So we're talking about central sections of Gibson County. Here's Princeton, here's Patoka. Here's the cone where it's headed: Rumble, Francisco, Barton, Decker, Purcell. So this is in addition to this tornado warning, this red box that's moving into Knox County. So a lot of activity happening right now. And then we have the tornado warning in DuBois County. But that one was moving fairly quickly. So we'll take you over there, and it might move out of DuBois County here. All right, right here. So northern sections of DuBois County coming up on Reeve, which is not in DuBois County. Lagodi, here's Jasper. So all that, if you're looking north, if you're in the city of Jasper, off to your north is this tornadic thunderstorm. So again, all these have been moving about 25 to 30 miles per hour. So let's go back to, Vigo there, you're seeing some moderate to heavy rain. Let's see. And there's just a lot going on up here. So you have the White River, the Wabash River, a lot of farmland, the city of Vincennes. So you can't let your guard down yet if you're in Vincennes. So this, I believe, goes till 7 o'clock, this tornado warning. We'll find out here in another 8 minutes if that will be extended. Here's where the warning box ends in southern sections of Knox County. Still some heavy rain around Still. And then as we go southward, just heavy rain all through the city of Evansville, covering Vanderburgh County right now. So from up near Ameriqual, Cambridge, here's US 41. So moving out of Armstrong Township, still in German Township, Center Township, out by the airport, east side of Evansville, west side of Evansville, very heavy rain. We showed you under Skycam. I'm looking at the Skycam behind this camera here where I'm talking to you. It's starting to lighten up a little bit, but still some heavy rain. Boonville, on your south side, some moderate rain. Coming up on downtown Newburgh, east side of Henderson. So it looks like this line is pushing everything eastward. So this is a good sign. So US 60, some very heavy rain, and then down toward, let's see, Seabury, Roberts. So Owensboro, it's been dry this entire time, I believe. Maybe a little spritz here or there. Rockport, you've been lucky. But I think the tornadic activity should be coming to an end. I don't think that would be a threat for Rockport or Owensboro, Whitesville, Calhoun. We're still going to keep our eye on the sky for you because there's still a tornado watch until 11 o'clock. But I think this line is going to push the real sultry air out of the tri-state here sooner than 11 o'clock. Do we have any more updates, Griffin?
So as you've been talking about the rainfall, I just kind of give you an update. We saw in the sky cams just how heavy it was coming down. A spotter around the Green River Road and Huntington Place area in Evansville reported over 1.5 inches of rain within the hour. So that just kind of gives you an idea of how fast or how much rain it is producing with this line. And the line isn't moving, insanely fast, between 35 and 45 miles per hour. And it is going to lose strength as it moves to the east. But for you all in Warwick County, Spencer County, even up into portions of Pike County, you still need to be aware as you are out and about, or if you are planning on heading out, how heavy this rainfall is going to be. And this is where that flooding threat does come into play. We weren't, as this main line comes through, that's where that flooding threat is going to come into play. I know it's been hit and miss throughout your Tuesday, but this main line, this is likely to bring that heavy rainfall that we were anticipating from Beryl. Also, just another update for you all in Posey County from the Vanderburgh EMA. They have crews headed to Posey County due to damage to structures and infrastructure. So I know that we heard trees down as well as those train cars that tipped over. We saw video of that tornado, and we'll continue to keep you up to date with those damage assessments as we go through the evening. I do also want to mention before we take it back to Jonathan, they are continuing that tornado warning for Gibson County. And if we could go back up to it, I do kind of want to put if you don't mind, velocity. It kind of gives us a better idea. This is up around, is now moved just north of Princeton up toward Patoka area.
Okay.
And I do think that's, if you put velocity on it, kind of gives us a better idea because we have so much rain in that area. And it is losing its rotation as it moves to the north, but it is still very much, it's still kind of tight to where there is that possible rotation, and why we do want you to stay in your safe spot. It is moving to the north toward Hazleton into portions of Knox County, and it's moving at 25 miles per hour. But that is, we look at velocity, that'll kind of give us a better idea of that rotation that we're seeing just right there between Patoka and Hazleton. That's why we do have that warning for portions of Gibson and also Knox County, moving at 25 miles per hour to the north, and that tornado warning is expected to stay in effect until 6:15, so another 20 minutes on it.
Okay, so we do have the velocity data up. So right there, where Griffin was talking about, between Patoka and Hazleton, State Road 65. Looks like 56. Here's 241, US 41 right there. said it was moving northeast at 25 miles an hour?
Yes, to the north.
To the north. Okay. So we're going to put a track on it for you. So there you are. So we mentioned some of these cities a little bit ago. So is that Mount Olympus at 6, Hazleton at 6:01, Decker at 7:06, Cantaloupe at 7:08, Vollmer at 7:10, and Purcell at 7:17. So this is, we had the tornado warning in southern Knox County. Should expire here in 2 minutes, hopefully. Got tornado warning number 2 in Gibson County moving north. We have the velocity data on now to try to pinpoint exactly where. With the radar sight down here, winds pushing away from the radar and toward it. Kind of hard to pinpoint at this second. But here's the storm track for you that we've put on it. Here's the moderate to heavy rain that we're seeing right now. So again, US 41, at 241, 56, State Road 65. So in this area, moving north at 25 miles per hour. So that was tornado warning, really number 3, because number 1 was Knox County. Number 2 was Du Bois County.
And they have canceled the Du Bois County
Okay.
tornado warning.
So Du Bois County, thank goodness, you're in the clear. Looking pretty dry right now. You're gonna get more rain as this line moves east here within the hour. Okay, so we're tracking tornado warning here and up here on the south and west side of Vincennes. So as you saw on our sky cam, just very, very heavy rain. I'm gonna step off the screen, look at the sky cam. That's behind the camera here. So very low hanging clouds. Visibility has improved in Evansville. Boonville on your south side, so near Quail Crossing, seeing a lot of rain. Looks like it's about to cross 41 and move out of downtown Evansville into, so Newburgh, getting a ton of rain right now. Now we'll move toward Alcoa. That'll move toward the Spencer-Ward County line. That's going to come up on Linville. That'll come up on Santa Claus, Rockport, Owensboro. So you guys are going to get a good dousing. You haven't seen any severe weather. I don't want to jinx it. But it looks like what's been happening along this line has just been some really, really heavy rain. The tornadic cells blew up prior to this, maybe this ending line of rain that'll hopefully clear us out and end it before 11 o'clock. So let's zoom out. So again, lined up from about Vincennes through Princeton, Evansville, US 41, the boundary, down toward Madisonville, some lighter rain back behind it. Still some heavy rain through Richland, Edwards, and Wabash County there. Do we have any more updates or anything? You guys have anything to share from the news desk? No? Let me know when you do, if you want to show, you want to do power outages. So, I mean, with this, we've had some windy conditions, power outages, so we'll have the news desk update you here when they're ready.
So we are seeing some power outages across the tri-state here in Indiana. There is 1,411 outages in Posey County just probably 15, 20 minutes ago. That number was over 3,000 at one point. It is dropping, though. Gibson County at 1,136, and Vanderburgh County has 51, and then other spots are just seeing a few here and there, about under 10. But those are the 3 areas that have seen more outages. Obviously, Gibson and Posey County have the most.
And in Kentucky, Union County is down to around 210 right now. They were up to around 390 earlier, so that is good news. We know that crews are out there working hard to restore power to those who may have lost it for a few hours. Also in Hopkins County, that number is just down to 29. That's all the power outages that we are seeing in Kentucky. But if you are needing a place to go, there are still places that you can seek shelter. In Henderson County, you can go to the Salvation Army that is located on Green Street. You can also go to a few churches in Owensboro. I know Owensboro Christian Church is open right now. In Mount Carmel, Mayor Joe Judge announced that the Senior Community Center is also open. So there are a few places that you can still go if you need shelter right now. But the good thing is it looks like conditions are calming down at this hour. Make sure you have that Storm Team 44 weather app downloaded, because as we are not in the clear just yet, you can get updates if you need to go out and do something real quick. But we're going to go ahead and send it back out to Storm Team 44 meteorologist Jonathan Weaver with another check of the forecast and what you can expect later on this evening.
All right, guys, thanks for the update. Show you something different. So here's a live view from our station. We've got two mounted on our tower. This is looking into the northern sections of Vanderburgh County. Then we turn the camera around and we're looking out toward the west side. So we really think once this line moves through, the severe weather chances are going to end. So we might have some leftover rain, but we really think the tornadic stuff should come to an end. We're looking at Owensboro right now, and you're thinking, man, what are you guys talking about? You covered up all my shows this afternoon. Well, we had a lot of storms out to your west, and they're on the way. And as you look north of Owensboro, you're seeing those towering cumulus clouds. So there are storms within an hour away from you. And here's another look at Owensboro. And then here's a look at Live Storm Team 44 Doppler radar. So again, if you're just joining us, the red base map is the tornado watch that's in effect until 11 o'clock. And then in the meantime, we have a couple boxes drawn, mainly in southwestern Indiana right now. So here's this line that we're just talking about. It's going to come up on Owensboro really, really soon. It's had a history of very heavy rain. We saw it on the sky cams here in Evansville, and I just showed it to you. And if you were with us probably 15, 20 minutes ago, could hardly see anything. That's how hard it was raining. So it's coming up on Owensboro. It's going to come up on Hartford, Central City. It's exiting Madisonville, Seabury, Roberts, and then it goes up toward Princeton and Vincennes. And we've been talking about this tornado warning just around Decker. So far northeastern sections of Gibson County. So in this orange box, there's a radar indicated tornado. So just off to the west of Winslow and down to the south and west of Petersburg. So around Oakland City right now. So in this area, there's been a radar indicated tornado. There's also been a tornado that's been radar indicated on and off the ground, physically seen. We've seen the pictures. We've seen the damage up here in southern sections of Knox County. And then here's the tornado warning that moved out of DuBois County and now is affecting Lagodi. So within our viewing area, we're still watching right around Oakland City, up toward Hazleton, Decker. So these are the main spots that we're seeing right now. So just north of Spurgeon, so Oakland City, there's Indiana Route 64, 61. You got the White River here, State Road 57. So we're talking about in this area, tornado warning. Radar indicated, but we've seen a history, so we need to take this seriously. So Decker is, I believe, just right around here somewhere. So Petersburg, so right where Gibson County ends, Pike County in this area, so around I-69. So just south of the Petersburg exit. Oakland City getting a ton of heavy rain right now. So all this is moving. The tornadic cells are moving north at around 25 to 30 miles per hour. A lot of lightning associated with this. So let's see. Looks like it's ending in western sections of Gibson County. So Princeton's right here. Still maybe a lot of lightning left behind it. Oakland City getting a good dousing. Up here in Knox, Vincennes, you just need to be ready in your safe zone because we've seen enough video down toward Mount Vernon and reports in southern sections of Gibson County where that tornado, a couple tornadoes, have been on the ground. So if you live in this area, please send us. See it, snap it, send it to our website. If you're safe to go outside to do it, don't put yourself in danger so we can see what's going on in your area. We'll zoom out a little bit. Still some heavy rain just bisecting Richland County there into Edwards and Wabash County. That heavy rain, just a lot of heavy rain. We've been talking about 2 to 4 inches of rain over the last couple of days that was going to fall during what's left of Beryl. And we did, I think, see 2 3/4 inches around Huntington Place there on the north side of Evansville. So just a lot of rain. So Evansville may have escaped some of this severe weather, but it's getting a lot of rain. We did have reports earlier of funnel clouds around the airport in Evansville. But I think east of this line, so this line goes from about Vincennes, pretty much just goes down 41 all the way to Madisonville. East of that line is where the severe weather chances are left in the tri-state, in our opinion. Let's see. And that was weather on the way. We're going to go back to the radar. Okay. And that's the sky cam at Owensboro. So get ready in Owensboro. If we were to turn the cameras westward in Evansville, in Owensboro, I would venture it's starting to get really, really dark approaching Davis County. So right there. So right around St. Joseph. So here's US 60, leaving Spotsville, actually probably over Spotsville, and the Green River. So there's Spotsville. Green River is somewhere right here. Davis County, Henderson County, got Zion Road, 416. So all this, just some very heavy rain. Not really seeing much lightning associated with that, so that's the good news. Griffin, I see new thunderstorms that popped up over here. Do you have an update or anything?
Well, we are, I do want to give you an update. There's no longer a tornado warning, excuse me, I'm sorry. Yes, they have expired the tornado warning for Gibson County. I wanted to make sure I was looking at that right. Still a tornado warning in effect for Knox County, and that's primarily for that cell that is moving over Decker, between Hazleton and Decker. That's where it is right now, and that goes for another 5 to 6 minutes, and I would imagine they are likely going to keep it just because it is moving so slow, and it is still, that warning is expanding up closer just south of Vincennes. They also have that severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Knox and Davies counties until 7:45 local time. And then we do have that severe thunderstorm warning in effect for portions of Pike and Gibson counties, and that will go in effect, or that will be through 6:30, 7:30 Eastern time. Now, I do want to mention we've got a pretty potent line, no warning on it, but a pretty potent line. There's a special weather statement for Pike, Spencer, and Warwick counties with this line that is pushing through. Just be expecting, we don't have any warnings on it, but I would still expect very strong winds, wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. So we could still likely have downed trees, power outages. So for you all in Pike and portions of Spencer and Warwick counties, we're watching that line start to push through Boonville, and will shortly push into Spencer County. Also, before just another update for you, we have seen just from that line that we were talking about that is moving through Warwick County and Pike County at the moment, it does have the potential of producing heavy amounts of rainfall in a short period of time. Spotter did, within that line that did push through Evansville, we picked up almost 2.5 inches. So that flooding threat is still in effect for us. Lots of puddling on those roadways. I know this is a time a lot of us are heading out to dinner, heading home from work. So make sure if you're watching us and you have family and friends who are traveling and could likely be moving through this line, give them a call, let them know that it is very heavy. It's going to reduce that visibility. It's going to be dangerous. So they may want to hold off until we get this line through here.
So that makes total sense, because Huntington Ridge was Huntington Place right here in Vanderburgh County, moving east. So like you said, Warwick County getting good dousing of rain. So that was a quick 2.5 inches on the north side of Evansville. Now we're seeing that the leading edge of that line here in Boonville. So here's Warwick County. Here's the black line indicating where Spencer County is. So it's going to come up on Christney, Santa Claus. So not severe, but it's going to bring you a ton of rain. Rockport. So we've been talking about this for quite some time. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. It won't be severe, but there's a potential for flooding. We all have a flash flood watch in effect too until tomorrow morning. So the red boxes, tornado watch. We're going to keep our fingers crossed that doesn't happen. Looks like the bigger threat now, at least south of I-64 and south of the Ohio River, is the heavy rain threat. So again, it's going to come up on Owensboro. So here's Owensboro, Rockport, Christney, Tell City, Evanston. So coming up on St. Joseph here, western sections of Davis County, moving out of Spotsville. So down toward Kentucky 56, 140, 81. It's at 354, coming up on 431. So Owensboro, you're gonna get a good dousing of rain here within, I would say, the next 15 minutes. So we're still talking about that tornado warning, and I tell you, holy cow, it's been long-lived. It started out in Crittenden County, went through Union County, then it went through western Henderson County, Posey County, where we showed you all that storm damage. Crazy, right around Mount Vernon. Do we have any reporters that want to talk to us? And then it went up through Posey County, Gibson County, Wabash County, and now it's still right around Decker and on the south side of Vincennes. Doesn't seem to be moving all that fast. I feel like we've been talking about it for a while. But here's that red box, that tornado warning. So it looks like it's crossing the White River there into southern Knox County. So Vincennes getting a ton of heavy rain, a lot of lightning. So we got the yellow box, severe thunderstorm box, and then tornado number 2. So that's moved out of Jasper. Okay, so we're really talking about this section. So right around all these rivers come together. It gets hard to see, doesn't it? So here's the Wabash. Here's the White River, southern sections of Knox County. A lot of farmland out there, but we still want to take this seriously. So Steen, northwest of Petersburg, so Decker, Hazleton, and that's an awesome view from Owensboro, as you can see right here. So we turn the Owensboro camera around. We're always looking at Smothers Park, so we're looking at what's coming down the Ohio River. Scary looking clouds, so that looks like a shelf cloud. So at this point in time, it's not severe, but we've been watching this line for quite some time. It's moving east, and it's going to bring some moderate to heavy rain here to Owensboro very, very shortly. Rockport, Christney, Santa Claus. So we've been tracking it. So, but again, the big threat is this tornado warning right on the south side of Vincennes. Did that box disappear? It may
No,
have.
it shouldn't. Well, it may have. Let me get an update. It was supposed to expire at 6:15.
Oh,
So it
okay,
could have
great.
very well, 7:15 local time. So they must have not continued it. Let me double check which that comes from, Indianapolis.
All right, so we got a lot of National Weather Service offices.
They
We got-
they do have, so it just looks like it did expire, pretty much. They're just not extending it. Now, we still have that severe thunderstorm warning, so that line is pushing up to the north, and there is a severe thunderstorm warning, which you've been talking about, that covers Monroe City, as well as Washington, Bicknell, Plainville, and that will be in effect for the next 20 to 30, probably about next 30 minutes. So through 7:45, it's moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Radar indicated potentially 60-mile-per-hour winds. So that top of that line, Jonathan, that we've been talking about, that's moving through Pike, as well as Knox counties, that's moving to the north, it is putting down very strong winds still at this hour. And then the farther south, we have seen it still produce those strong winds, as well as flooding conditions with how heavy that rainfall is. So it's just a good idea for you all. I know it's a busy time to just stay in until this passes, because the more we look out to the west, we do think this is likely going to be the last of what we'll see, maybe some lingering showers. But as far as the severe weather threat, it does continue to look like this is going to be it for us.
And just as you said that, this red box just popped up to include the city of Vincennes. So I don't.
Yes, all right. You are right there.
Right there.
So they did just issue another warning in effect for Knox. That is, let me get a location for you, near St. Francisville or near Vincennes, like you were saying, and that's moving north at 30 miles per hour. Radar confirmed tornado. And they do say that it is moving at about 30 miles per hour north, and this will be in effect until 7:45.
All right, just when we thought everything was calming down and we're getting really excited to tell you all the tornado warnings have stopped, we are now in Knox County, up in Vincennes, as Griffin just said. Here it is, tornado warning. Now it's radar indicated. It could be like it was in Evansville, just a funnel cloud, weather spotters seeing spin over the city of over Vincennes. So we need to take this seriously. So we will go to Jordan Whalen here shortly, but let me just show you Vincennes here, since this is an active warning now for another 27 minutes probably. So if you're in Vincennes, you need to be in your safe room. So tornado warning in effect until 6:45. I know we have a couple of reporters out there live. I think we're gonna go to Jordan Whalen. She's gonna show us some storm damage in Posey County.
Yeah, just like Jonathan mentioned, we're going to take it out to 44 News reporter Jordan Whalen. She is live in Posey County for us tonight in the Mount Vernon area. It's been a very active afternoon, to say the very least, Jordan. There's a lot going on behind you. I see a damaged car. Where are you and what's going on?
We are currently here in a parking lot off of Plaza Drive in Posey County. Now I'm going to step out of the way just so you guys can see all the debris in the area. Now debris has kind of just taken over this parking lot. As you can see, due to the debris, cars have been hit on the side. You can see a couple dents right there. Even the drivers assessing their own damage. We've seen a lot of flat tires too. And as we kind of pan to the right a little bit, you can see the debris kind of from different buildings in the area just kind of blown off from the huge gusts of wind that happened and occurred here during the storm. You can see a lot of debris, kind of the shingles off roofs in the building too. I talked to a worker here earlier, and they said that they have a couple of leaks, but nothing too terrible has been done to their building. Now you can even see right behind the damage here that there's flooding in the area, kind of taking over the parking lot in a way. We do have fire crews here in the area. The Mount Vernon Fire Department is here, kind of helping to assess the damage and just to make sure that everyone is okay and just kind of bring a calmness to the area. Now, stick here with us on air and online as we are here to update you as best we can. Reporting in Posey County, Jordan Whalen, 44 News.
So we also have some power outages to report in Union County. They're still hovering just around 210 outages. Hopkins County is still sitting at 29, but Henderson County has jumped up recently to 121 power outages. Posey County at one point during the day saw over 3,000. They're now down to 464. Gibson County, though, keeps going up and down, and right now they're at 1,300, just over 1,300 outages. And then Hardin County in Illinois is still reporting just a shade under 200.
So if you are able to listen to us right now, fire crews and electrical crews are still out there. It's going to be a while before they get power restored to all those people that Ben has been talking about this afternoon. So if you are out, if you know someone who's in the impacted areas, be sure to check on them, text them. If you can, go to their doors. If they aren't be able to get power and watch us right now and listen to the newscast, make sure you are using flashlights, not candles. Take those to your neighbors, especially the elderly, and watch for debris and down power lines. And of course, turn around, do not drown if you see flooded areas. That's going to be a major issue throughout the night in the tri-state. But we're going to send over to meteorologist Jonathan Weaver now with another check of what we can expect tonight.
Well, it's all going to come to an end, so that's what we can expect tonight. That is the good news. Still tracking one tornado warning. I tell you, this storm has hung together probably for almost 4 hours. I don't know what time we came on, 2:30 range, and it started in Crittenden County. It moved up through Union, Henderson, Posey, Gibson, Wabash, and now it's in Knox County. So over the city of Vincennes, we have our velocity data on. Tornado warning in effect right now. Not clearly defined. So you're in Vincennes, you need to go to your tornado safe room as we speak right now. So take along your phone. Hopefully you downloaded the Storm Team 44 weather app so you can stream us if your power goes out, so you can know what's going on. Check out the latest radar image. But over at Vincennes right now. So this could be a situation like we saw around the airport in Evansville a couple of hours ago. It was just a rotating cloud base. Nothing really came out of it. Somebody spotted a funnel cloud, a trained weather spotter. So hopefully this situation right now over downtown Vincennes. So again, we're in Knox County. This goes until 7:45 local time in Vincennes, 6:45 in Evansville. So we're going to stick with you here as it moves north at about 25 to 30 miles per hour. So we're going to, we'll put a storm track on it here in a little bit. But we're going to go back to the radar, show you. Over the last couple of frames, typically you see it down here in the notched areas. So we had a hard time, wasn't really clearly defined in the velocity data. But anyhow, if you're around the city of Vincennes, so here's 41, is that State Road 61. So right here on the south side of Vincennes, tornado warning in effect. So we're going to move the map around. Put a storm track for you. I know there's a lot of farms out there, but we still need to take this seriously. And if you get a picture of anything, if you're in a safe location where you're not out in the rain or you're not within the wind, see it, snap it, send it to us, please, to our Storm Team 44 weather app. So again, it's moving, let's see, north at 25 to 30 miles per hour. So it's right on the south side of Vincennes here. It's having a little difficulty. All right, so we know it's going to move through Vincennes any second. So Palmyra at 7:27, Indian Creek Settlement at 7:30, and Bruceville at 7:37. So we know Buzzard's next. Russell, be ready. So again, we're in the city of Vincennes, watching this move on through. So radar indicated, they actually use radar confirmed. Sometimes they use radar indicated. Sometimes it's a storm spotter that actually sees it, but this is radar confirmed. So they're probably, sounds like they're pretty confident that there's a tornado within all this rain wrapped in all this rain. So right around the loop here of Vincennes. You've probably seen a lot of damage that happened in Mount Vernon. It went just west of Poseyville. It went west of Uniontown. It went west of Morganfield. So this is the same cell that's been moving north over the last 3 or 4 hours. So now it's over the city of Vincennes. So if you're around here, you need to go to your safe room right now.
They are saying the tornado is on the ground.
So that's not good.
No.
It's because we saw, you've been seeing our reporters telling you what's happened. So we have a tornado on the ground, according to some weather spotters, sounds like.
Yes.
All right. So they have any...
And that's right around, and that was around, you know, Vincennes, the St. Francisville, near that area, and where you've been showing. So it is very important. We've got that tornado warning in effect for another 20 minutes. But if you live in that far western sections of Knox County, you do need to be in that safe place. And I would go ahead, if you live north of Vincennes, go ahead, because it's likely over you right now. Moving slow. I mean, it's moving anywhere between 25 and 30 miles per hour to the north, but it's going to be headed toward Bruceville, Russellville, Oaktown, even just sliding just west of Bicknell. So if you live in those areas, you heard your town, it is a good idea to go ahead, get to where you need to go for that safe spot. We've got that tornado warning in effect until 7:45 local time. This is coming from the Indianapolis National Weather Service office, and it is a radar confirmed tornado, and it is moving north at 30 miles per hour.
So downtown Vincennes, you need to be ready. Oaktown. Typically, we've been seeing it occurs in this notch.
They have expired the severe thunderstorm warning for Pike County. We did have that. They are expiring it in the next 3 minutes.
Okay.
So that is good news.
Okay. But in the meantime, so good news for Pike County. Vincennes, though. This is the real deal. So you need to be in your safe location right now, because we've seen video where we've seen it actually move across busy roads in Posey County. We've seen video of damage. So this thing has a history of being up in the air, down on the ground, up in the air, down on the ground, and apparently it's on the ground somewhere near downtown Vincennes. So buzz run. So this is, all right, let's see. So we're going up 150. So State Road 33, 150, US 41, okay? There's 33, Russellville. Buzz run, get ready. 550, Bruceville. We mentioned Oaktown. There you are, okay? I know there's a lot of watermelon fields and there's sod farms up in this area, but still, you need to go down to your basement, especially within the city of Vincennes. So it looks like it's going to stay east of the Wabash River, it sounded like. So you got the river. There's Vincennes. So again, tornado warning up until 7:45 local time in Knox County, so about another 15 minutes. So this may be delayed a little bit. So in Bruceville, it might be too late. You need to get to your tornado room right now. Palmyra. And buzz run. Widner. Okay? Kind of a textbook example. Let's see, maybe we'll go back to the velocity data. So maybe right there. Is that 33? So maybe right there. So we're talking about near Hillcrest Special Education. Let's see, any roadway is going to pop up. Here's 150. Okay? So this may be a good indication where it is. Just north of 50. Here's 33. Okay? Talking about near downtown Vincennes. Okay? So this goes until 7:45 local time.
And the EMA in Knox County is saying they're going to be checking that area where they've seen that on the radar. So we should have an update here shortly.
Okay.
But I mean, I think you're spot on with, I mean, it's just moving slow, but right now, just pretty much right over the city of Vincennes.
And so hopefully it's in the cloud. So somewhere in this area in Vincennes. So here's Vincennes. Okay, so around Riley Elementary School, Good Samaritan Hospital, VU, up toward, let's see, what's that say? Chippewa Park, Hutton School. So around, does that say Wood Memorial? Lincoln Trail State Memorial, pardon me. We got video of, what do we have video of? Out in Mount Vernon. So take this seriously if you're in the city of Vincennes, because we're going to show you what happened right there. It crossed 62 near Expressway
This is
Ford there in Mount Vernon. So around the bypass, somewhere between the bypass, if I had to guess, and State Road 69. Check that out. This is the storm we're tracking right now in Vincennes. It started down by Marion, Kentucky. Then it went through Union County, right through Sturgis, west of Uniontown, western sections of Henderson County. Seen it go through Mount Vernon. This is probably about 2.5 hours ago. Then it went up through Poseyville. And then Mount Carmel, and now we're tracking it near Vincennes here. So this has a history of being destructive and real. Okay. Zooming out so we can get a better feel what's going on. So probably on the north side of Vincennes by now.
Yes, we just got that latest radar update, and right now it's looking like it is north of Vincennes. I don't have there we have. So moving toward Bruceville, Buzzeron, right there along Highway 150. It looks like that's where it's going to be moving up, Jonathan, but we don't have an update on it just yet. I think the last time we talked, the emergency management sending crews out to check on the area of Knox County. But I mean, that storm is quickly moving north almost. I mean, it's almost outside of the radar window. So for you all who, I want you all, or I'm sorry, the warning window, it is only going up just north. I mean, Bruceville isn't even in that window, but I would go ahead and get in your safe place, as well as Russellville, Buzzeron. Those are areas to go ahead and take cover, since it still looks like it has pretty good organization at the moment. Like you've been saying, I mean, you did put the track on there's still little bit of rotation in there as we've looked at velocity, but it is moving to the north, and I think it's actually picked up some, I do think it's picked up some speed.
Okay, that could be a good sign. It could not be a good sign. If you're in Vincennes, please get to your safe room. Here's the line. Can we take the Owensboro Skycam, please, at some point? So here's the line back behind it, just as we're thinking, and I think it's going to come true. This is going to push out all the severe weather. So hopefully we'll end the tornado watch well before 11 o'clock tonight. Some point in time, maybe we'll show you Owensboro, but in the meantime, they'll give us a couple seconds. So this line approaching, you're going to get another dousing here in Jasper, down 231 to Santa Claus. It's coming up on Tell City here within a half hour. Looks like it's on the west. I would like to see it still. So let's show you what's happening in Owensboro. So there you are. So what we were seeing a couple hours ago in Evansville, we're seeing now in Owensboro. So just some very, very heavy rain. So not severe. Flash flood watch also in effect until tomorrow morning, which will probably end early also, like the tornado watch, once we get this line through. So very heavy rain right now in the city of Owensboro. We'll go back to the radar, show you what's going on. So that's the Skycam in Owensboro around Champion Ford. So right there around Audubon Parkway, there's a 60 bypass, Masonville, just blinding rain. So you're going to want to pull over. And so this should come to an end. So it extends the entire length of the viewing area. So there you go, from about Drakesboro through Central City, Livermore, Owensboro, Masonville, coming up on Rockport, Christney, here's Holiday World, here's Jasper, and then more importantly, we're talking about Vincennes right now because we have that tornado warning for another 8 minutes or so. So it's been on the ground a couple times, and we're getting all indications that it's still on the ground. So up toward Bruceville, and Oaktown, get ready. So there you are. Up 150, I think we said was following. 550. There's Buzzer Run. There's Oaktown at the top of the screen. So hang out in your tornado safe zone until this passes.
They are saying, the National Weather Service, that they are likely going to kill the last of the tornado watch once this line is out of the forecast area. So it will likely be canceled before that 11 o'clock time frame, and definitely well before it. So that is great news.
That is great news. That's what we've been anticipating, just watching what's been evolving here over the last 4 or 5 hours. So this is great news. So right around sunset.
Also, another update on the rain. As you know, we've been seeing very heavy amounts of rainfall that has, we've seen close to 2.5 inches. A local spotter in Warwick County measured up to 2.25 inches for portions around Newburgh area.
Yeah, so that's been pretty much what we've been hearing. This will drop a quick 2 inches in probably less than a half hour that it's over your area. So the sky cams have been covered up as we watch them. We watched it in Evansville. We showed you a sky cam in Owensboro. I'm looking at it behind the camera here. So it is very, very heavy rain, tropical rainfall. All this in association with Beryl, who's spinning way out to the west, out to our north and west, somewhere over probably northern central Illinois at this point in time, probably about 3 or 4 hours away if I had to guess at this point. So all this, the effects of it, and it's going to end here hopefully really soon, especially this tornado warning up in Knox County. So it sounds like here in the next 4.5 minutes, they're going to end this tornado warning. So there we go. Do we have any more updates, Griffin?
We don't. We are just waiting for this tornado warning to expire in Knox County. And I'll tell you that what was once that couplet moving through has now pushed out of that tornado warned area. So that is good news, but it is moving north of Vincennes. And then we still have that thunderstorm warning in effect for portions of Knox and Davies counties, but it is, that line is moving quickly to the east still, like we were saying, could dump a quick 1 to 2 inches in your area. So definitely just wait until it passes. And then we will be looking at drier conditions. Also, once again, they're going to continue dropping that watch area for the tornado watch that was in effect originally until 11 o'clock. So this is about the last of this these severe conditions. And, we're just going to continue being out and giving you updates through, we've been keeping an eye on damage reports as we did have that tornado move through several areas in the Tri-State Union, Posey counties, also just north of I-64, and we'll continue to keep those up to date. But they have expired that tornado warning for Knox County, Indiana, so we no longer have tornado warnings in effect for the Tri-State.
Okay, great news. Hopefully everybody's safe in Vincennes. We're hoping for a speedy recovery down in Posey County. Some very heavy rain right now. Eastern Pike, coming up on Jasper, coming up on Spencer County. We're seeing it at Owensboro, Rockport, Masonville, all the way down to Livermore. So it looks like the severe weather threat's going to end, hopefully well before 11 o'clock. We're going to have team coverage behind the scenes until they drop the tornado watch, until they drop the flash flood watch, as Beryl finally way off to our north and its effects move on out of here. So we'll wrap it up here in the next 2 minutes. Here's a live look at Owensboro, right around Southtown Boulevard. And then here's downtown Owensboro. So starting to push on off. The visibility starting to get better. And here's a look at Evansville, as our Skycam number 2 is pointed to the north, Skycam number 1 pointed to the east. So we're going to end our team coverage here with Chief Meteorologist Griffin Glasscock, myself, all the news staff. So we believe that the severe weather threat has ended, and we'll still be around for the tornado watch. Hopefully it ends before 11 o'clock, but all indications are that we will be in the clear. So tune in at 9 and 10. We'll have an update for you then. Have a good night.